Alright, Isadore. How you guys doing tonight? Alright, check it out. This is actually my third time doing stand-up. So do me a favor. If you enjoy the show, afterward, I'm very approachable. So, this is fucked up. Look at this shit. If you enjoy the show, feel free afterward. Just come up to me and have sex with me. I really don't care what you thought of comedy. I just really want to get laid. That's why I'm in this. My sister couldn't make it. My sister's actually on her way. And if she walks to that door, her name's Dell, and I'm going to give you a signal like this. And if I do this, you guys say, "Hi, Dell, you fuck nut." Okay? Can everybody do that for me? Let's practice. Jesus Christ. Let's try that again. Thank you. Thank you. My sister Dell's on her way. My sister Danielle, and I call her Dell, she cannot tell a story to save her life. Which is quite the opposite for me. And I've tried to tell her, I've tried to teach her how to draw a crowd in and how to deliver a punchline, but she just doesn't get it. And this is good advice for anybody that you know that cannot tell a story. If they cannot, you tell them, end everything you say with, "And then I found $20. Because no matter what the fuck you just said, now it's interesting. You can spend an hour boring me with the guy you like, and all of a sudden you found $20. That's fucking cool. That's awesome. But this is actually literally my third time doing karaoke, and the way I got it, karaoke. I've been drinking, bitches. Get over it. This is literally my third time doing stand-up comedy, and the way I got into stand-up is I was serving Craigslist because I was looking for a job, because California sucks. And I was looking for a job, and I saw an ad, and it said, "No experience necessary. Do stand-up, try stand-up for the first time," and there was Joe's ad, and Joe was like, hit me up on MySpace. "Joe, by the way, on MySpace," dude, way of the past. Come to Facebook, bro. Seriously. But I hit Joe up on MySpace, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? My name's Nate Lewis, and I'd really like to try stand-up." And he hit me back, and he was like, the subject of his message was, "The infamous Nate Lewis." That's my movie announcer voice, by the way. You guys like that? "In a world." Thank you. But Joe hit me back, and he's like, "The infamous Nate Lewis," and the body of his message said, "Nate, I've heard about you. I've been on the planning committee for Manteca Idol for the past 2 years, and they still talk about you. And I was in Manteca Idol like 3 years ago. I finished 8th. Thanks for asking. I can sing. Thank you." But I hit him back, and I was like, he was like, "Hey, Nate, the people in Manteca Idol also talk about you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." I hit him back like, what did they say? And I was expecting the best. Like, they said you were a great performer. They said you could sing really well. And he hit me back, and he said, "They said you were drunk at one of your performances." And I hit him back like, "Joke's on them, I was drunk at all of them." I drink a lot. I do. In case you can't tell, with the slurred words and shit, I drink a lot. And it can create some serious chaos, because like I'll be at the supermarket, and I go out to karaoke bars. I karaoke a lot. And I go to karaoke bars, and I'll be at the supermarket, and people come up to me like, "What's up, Nate?" And I'm like, "Hey, you, what's up?" And I have no idea who these people are. And I've met these people like 17 times in my life. And, "Hey, Nate, hey, what's up, bro?" All right. And it works the same way. The opposite side, I'll be at the bar, and I'll be drunk. And I'll go up to a cute girl and be like, "Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing?" And then she'll be like, "Nate, we've met." I'm like, "You know what?" And I have the same spiel every time. "I'm drunk. When I drink, my short-term memory goes out the window. I'm sorry. I'm Nate. It's good to see you again." "Nate, we've been dating for 1.5 years." "Are you sure?" I don't know. "Nate, we have a child." It's good to see you." So, I like sex. Raise your hand if you like sex. Give it up. All right. The other day I'm with a girl, and she's like, I'm like, I'm having sex, and it's going normally, and she says, "Nate, show me something I've never seen before." So I pulled out and came in her eye and kicked her in her leg, and she was like, ah! And I was like, that's the angry pirate, bitch. You ever seen that shit before? Seriously, the other day I'm laying in bed with a girl, and she bats my penis because it's hard. It's often hard, just so you guys know. She bats my penis and she goes, damn, if I had a penis, I'd play with it all the time. And I said, yeah, you would, because I have a penis and I play with it all the time. And I started thinking, like, you know, there's so much things you can do with a penis. You can do the cock flop, like this. Where that shit just goes. You can do the helicopter, like. And I started thinking, like, what can girls do with their vagina? There's not a whole lot. They have like a ventriloquist act. They'll be like, butter. That's about it. Oh God, look at me, look at my arm. Alright, so I mentioned earlier I was a Manteca idol. I finished 8th. Yes? Give it up! How many American Idol we have in the in the audience? American Idol? Who watches American Idol? All 3 of you. Really? Really? That's all that's willing to admit it? You want to know what's about American Idol? The first hits that come from people that came from American Idol are usually stalker songs. Like Clay Aiken. You guys remember Clay Aiken? His first hit song was Invisible. Some of the lyrics were, I were invisible, I'd watch you in your room. And I'm sure that I speak for the entire male population when I say Clay Aiken, thank fucking God you're not invisible. I do not want you looking around. Seriously, like I'm dressing in my room and I'm like, Clay? Are you there, you bitch? Or Ruben Studdard, his first song was I'm Sorry. His first hit song was I'm Sorry. And the song wasn't that creepy, but in the video, he like has some girl's name spelled out in fire on her front lawn. And in my mind, when I see that video, I like to envision Ruben Studdard like in handcuffs leaning over a police car. I'm like, Mr. Studdard, you're being charged with vandalism and arson. You know what I'm saying? Carrie Underwood. So I dug my keys into the side of his pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive. Carved my name into his leather seat. If I wrote that song, there would be restraining orders and charges pressed. I'd be in court the next day. It's fucked up. Chris Daughtry. Remember Chris Daughtry? It's not over. What does that sound like? That sounds like some jealous ex-boyfriend calling his ex every 2 seconds. It's not over, bitch! It's not over! So I recently spent some time in Jersey. I don't know if you've ever been to Jersey or the East Coast. If you have, you cannot answer the next question I'm about to ask, or if you're rich or Italian. But I'm going to spell a word. And I want everybody to take a guess at how to pronounce it. And if you've heard this joke, you're rich or you're Italian, you can't answer this. You guys ready? F-A-G-I-O-L-I. Everybody. F-A-G-I-O-L-I. Let's try it again, bitches, because you guys didn't say shit. F-A-G-I-O-L-I. Somebody pronounce that word for me. Fagioli. Who said that? That guy back there. The other comic, whose name I forgot because I'm drunk. Fagioli, that's what I said. And I saw it on a sign. I was in an Italian restaurant. I was in the middle of an Italian restaurant, and I asked the girl I was with, Sue, what is pasta fagioli? And she looks at me confused. She looks at me dumbfounded. And I point to the sign. I'm like, what? That right there, pasta fagioli. And she laughs. She laughs hysterically. And I don't get why. I can't understand it. I am confused. And she calls the waitress over. She knows the waitress. She's like, Gary, come here. You gotta hear this ridiculous motherfucker. By the way, if you want to speak with a Jersey accent, drop most of your R's and sound mildly retarded. And you have Jersey. But she calls Carrie over. Carrie comes over and I tell her the same thing. Carrie, what is pasta fagioli? And I point to the sign. And then she calls the cook over after busting into hysterics. And Mike comes over and he looks at the sign and he laughs in hysterics. I'm telling you this story not for a great punchline. I'm telling you the story to save you some fucking embarrassment. If you go to the East Coast or an Italian restaurant and they have pasta F-A-G-I-O-L-I, it is pasta fazool. And they see that shit when they look at that. And I did not. I said, pasta fagioli. No, it's pasta fazool. So now you guys all know. And then I found $20. Thank you guys. You guys have a great night. Give it up for all the comedians who've been up tonight.